This is Straight Up Talk with Sharon and Peter. We are both proud Brits and Canadians. This is a no-nonsense weekly podcast about people, life, leadership, and all sorts of stuff. We don't always agree. Two people can walk into exactly the same situation and walk out with completely different experiences. One sees opportunity, one sees obstacles. One sees a lesson, one sees a problem. The situation didn't change, the attitude did. Is attitude something we're born with or something that we can train? Hello, I'm Sharon from Straight Up Talk, and this is
Pete Johnson.
And today we are joined, I'm very excited about this, by our comrades from CrossFit.
Well, what are we? Are we Russian?
Friends? I like friends.
Yeah. Shit show.
Are we Russian?
Who run their own podcast, and this was an inspiration for us, and it's keeping it real. So I would like to introduce Nairi, Fiona, and Greg. So Nairi, please go ahead.
Well, thank you for coming over to our place and hosting the podcast at what Greg calls the Ponderosa, or what we call the worldwide headquarters of Grand River CrossFit. Yeah. Go ahead.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
I'm Greg. I'm the head coach at Grand River CrossFit. That's about all I know.
And Fiona and I started this project during COVID, and I mean, here we are some 200 episodes later, and I mean, you said you have 15 followers, and maybe we have 16, 17?
On YouTube, 15 followers on YouTube.
We haven't done the
there you
YouTube
go.
We haven't done YouTube yet.
But we got somebody in, like Cambodia or Africa,
Ireland, Germany.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting when you see the stats, but yeah it's fun.
Yeah.
So I thought attitude was a great topic to have because it's something that affects however we are, wherever we are, in your business life, in your home life, and at the gym. And I know that we've had a lot of discussions about attitude at the gym.
Yes, indeed.
So Greg, I'd like to ask you.
Always comes right to me, right? Like, what kind of crap's he going to say today?
Yeah. Well, because you have strong views and
Gregisms.
Gregisms.
Not only that, it's like attitude. I think is one of those things that, you know, when you're brought up, you learn your attitude a little bit, right? But then it kind of goes, you know, kind of meanders around. So, but I think coming to the gym, you got to have the attitude that I would rather you have a great attitude coming into it, right? You know, not thinking it's work, you know, thinking this, I get to do this every day, right? Instead of having, you know, I got to go to the gym, you know, where it kind of drags your ass a little bit. You know, if you come into the gym with a good attitude, thinking, you know, this is something I get to do every day, it's fun, I want to do it, and you're up for the challenge, makes everything so much easier. You come in like freaking dragging your ass, saying, "Oh my God, I'm here again. Like, what's this going to be like today?" You're making everybody else and yourself drag right down. So that's
and I think that there was because I've been doing CrossFit for 3 years now, and there was a time where I came in and I was like, really bad attitude. Yeah. And I can't remember whether it was either you or Nairi that sort of said, you know, basically slap yourself upside your head, give your head a shake. Yeah. It's 10 minutes out your freaking day. So, you know what? You're absolutely right. So, and the cherry picking of workouts, it's like, what's the point in that? Yeah. So it's a real attitude shift, makes the world of difference.
Oh, huge.
100%. Yeah, and I think when I think of attitude, I think it's the idea of being a fixed mindset or an open mindset. So if somebody's willing to learn, then they'll take instruction far better than somebody who can have a fixed or closed mindset. So, but those same two people could come in with a good attitude in so much that they're willing to work. I mean, I can think of examples of somebody who's got a closed mindset or is not willing to be coached, but still puts a great effort in. That person is hard to, I mean, they're easy to deal with in so much that you know they're going to work, but they're hard to coach because they're not willing to take instruction.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
It's frustrating from a coaching perspective. Yeah. But from an attitude perspective, they're all right as an attitude. Like they're always willing to do the work. They're just not necessarily willing to improve their technique. But, somebody with an open mindset who's willing to learn, who knows that it's a process.
Right.
That, look at deadlifts from the other day.
Yes.
After 3 years, finally a clue or a cue clicked in your head and it worked. But it takes time. And so I think the attitude is it has to be a learning experience, and you have to be open to new ideas and new possibilities.
Absolutely. And it's about the thing that clicks in your brain about being open to, because for some reason, every time we were doing deadlifts, I've done them a fair few times, but my brain would be like, I don't know what I'm doing. But then finally it clicked when Greg's analogy of, imagine you've got a flashlight stuck up your bum. And it's lighting the wall behind you. It's like, okay, I get that now. So I like that analogy. Fiona, your thoughts on attitude?
Well, I think being open to you got to trust the fact that the coaches have gone and they've done the work to get certified. So you have to take what they say, and trust that they know what they're doing. So that makes your attitude better, that you can proceed and do and learn new things. But it's also okay to fail. Like if you're trying something,
That's so important.
You're going to fail.
There's people that don't maybe like to fail, but then that's their ego too, right?
Yes.
But I think it makes you a better person too, because then you know that you're at least trying and challenging yourself. So, yeah.
And Peter?
Well, what helped me was when I first started going to the gym was I used to see Sharon come home all the time feeling like she's achieved something, and she kept saying to me, why don't you come? I was like, I'm happy going to the Y in Welland, they've got a swimming pool. I like it there, and but I didn't really like it there, if I'm honest. I didn't really achieve anything there. Probably was no better the day I left from the first day I walked through the door. And then she said, you'll learn a lot here. They've got special classes, they've got 3 good coaches. And, so my attitude changed because I could see how much Sharon was enjoying it. And she came home all the time after every gym session. Oh, Pete, you got to come along. And then finally, we had that introduction week.
It was the Friends Week.
Friends Week, And I think I approached it with the right attitude.
Yes, you
I was
did.
a little bit apprehensive. I was a little bit, if I'm honest, I was a little bit scared. I was
You
thinking,
should be, though.
Well, that's it.
I hadn't done it. I hadn't done proper weights for years.
Yeah.
I'm still scared, and I've been doing it for years sometimes.
Absolutely.
Well, I also want to ask you, just moving off of CrossFit for a second. We were talking about attitude and in your business when you were moving. So talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, what I did for 35 years of my life in the moving business, and even before I had my own company, I used to work for other companies. And you'd get some guys, and they would bring the whole team down because they would you'd go into work one day and you'd look at the worksheet and you're like, oh, where are we today? Oh, we're going to a big 5-bedroom house in Hampstead, and we've got to pack everything away. We've only got 2 days to pack it, and they're moving down to Cornwall. We've got to come back by Thursday night to start another job on Friday. And you'd get some of these guys would tackle it like they're in the army. We've got to go and take these guys, and they had a great attitude to it. And some guys would just go, it's a 5-bedroom house. How are we going to fit all that in 3 days? What are they? Would they think we are robots and that? And we had one guy in particular, Glenn. Doesn't matter what you did. He was a great moving guy. He was big fit guy, big strong tough guy. But his attitude stunk. And every job he approached, it was like he brought the team down.
Yeah, Debbie Downer. It's a Debbie Downer.
Oh,
yeah.
We fired him. You just got rid of him because he was.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the neuroscience of this, and your brain looks for evidence to support what you already believe. It's called confirmation bias. So if you think, I'm too old, people are idiots, nothing ever works out, this workout is going to suck, your brain starts collecting evidence to prove that you're right. And the opposite is also true. If you think, let's see what happens, I can probably figure this out, there may be an opportunity here. Your brain starts noticing different information. So question for the group, have you ever gone into something convinced it was going to be terrible and then discovered you were completely wrong?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
But that's one of those, ooh.
You know what? I would say the whole COVID experience.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's a whole other podcast, but everything for like, we changed so much in the business from, out of necessity, but in retrospect, I mean, it was actually a phenomenal time for us.
It was, and we went into that thinking, and I thought,
we thought we were going to lose everything.
And then after that, when it went longer, I thought, oh my God,
and then we thought we were going to lose everything.
We thought we were going to lose everything, and it totally changed us
honestly,
out.
like, it was...
and we're way better now than we were back
100%.
20 years ago.
What was the thing that was the tipping point? What made you better?
Well, it was a couple things. So Greg, about 6 months in, you got a job at, like, what was your dream job? But that's, another thing.
Yeah.
I said, I think I'm going to hire somebody to clean the gym. And Greg's like, no, I don't know. I said, no, it's already done. So, which is how I tend to do things.
Yeah.
And then we were forced to do things that maybe we were resistant to prior to COVID, like changing to group classes and doing some of these more streamlined things of
more
running,
systems.
We
developed systems.
And then I thought, you know what? Because now I was mostly running the business by myself, with Greg being gone at a full-time job. And so I said, you know what? I think we need business mentoring. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I said, no, already done. Already made the decision.
Mm-hmm.
But and so we've stuck with, like, number one, the cleaning, because it's one thing that we don't have to do, but also the business mentorship. And so, like,
it's double our business.
It's doubled our business. It's made everything so much better that, I mean, COVID, for all the people who complain and bitch and be like, oh, COVID was so terrible, it was actually one of the best things that ever happened to us. And it changed a lot of things, and we were fearless because, we could just blame it on COVID. It was wonderful.
And I was really resistant because I had to drop the martial arts because I couldn't teach for so long.
We lost half our
business right there, and that's what I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I have to go work. Like, we're losing half our business. Like, actually more than half. It was 3/4 of the business. We had more martial arts students than I had gym members then. Wow. And now we have...
we have no martial arts students.
We have no martial arts students, and we have basically. I had about 75 martial arts members, and we had about 30 gym members, right? So now we have 100 gym members, right, without having to have the martial arts there.
So, I mean, you had all this media and how, like, it was all doom and gloom. And, I mean, we had those moments of just like, oh my God, what the hell? How is this going to work? But in the end, I mean, we really just kind of, put our blinders on and just kept going. And I mean, honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened to our business.
Yeah.
Incredible story. Fiona, anything?
Mine's boring compared to theirs.
But you could never be boring.
But you also wrote it with us. Like, you were there through the whole thing, right? So, I mean, and that's the other thing, too. We've had so many members stick with us through that whole time. So, but you saw the back end of it, too. So,
yeah. I mean, I tried to do the at-home workouts, but I don't have the motivation.
No.
Like, I remember us doing the stuff on the computers.
Yeah, on the computers,
Tried to do a workout, and I'm like, oh, I don't have it.
It's stupid.
I can't.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
How long did you have to close for then? Was it a long
We
time?
were off and on for 2 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because we were obviously in Canada, and when COVID hit, because I'd had very busy years, as you know, and I decided I'm not going to say yes to everything, because I had decided in 2018 I'm going to say yes to everything, and I had an incredibly really good year for one person, but by the end of it I was toast. So 2019, and I wrote the book, and that, bestseller on Amazon. Then 2020 hit, and it's like, crikey, all of a sudden people don't want to be in person. So luckily I had one client who said, okay, pivot, we're going to do trainings online. So I was able to develop trainings online, and your attitude, I think it's the only thing that is important, because there are things that happen to us that we can't change. Mm-hmm. The only thing that we have control over is how we approach them.
Yeah. And
if you decide, you get to decide every day, is this going to be a shitty day or is this going to be a good day? Mm-hmm. And I've done some neuro-linguistic programming training, and one thing I do, I find myself sometimes when I'm feeling low, I find my body language, I sort of slump and I go small. And that's when, I feel glum. So here, I'll give you a trick that it works. This is stupid, but I love it. It works. Go outside, look up at the sky, and go, and do a big ass stupid grin. It works because.
I wonder what she was doing the other day.
Because there's a whole thing, it's cause and effect.
Yeah.
Right? So your brain doesn't know the difference between something that's real and something that you're thinking about. So, and also, the Superman poses, which is a great podcast. I've forgotten the name of the woman right now. But when you do something to make yourself feel better, you feel better, you switch your attitude, and it makes a world of difference into how you approach things.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. You know, I know some days when I'm feeling, kind of crappy and I start coaching, by the time I'm done coaching, I feel great. Because now I'm interacting with a whole bunch of other people. I'm trying to make things funny. I'm trying to do things so brighten somebody else. I want to make that person's hour the best hour of their day. Yeah. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm always in that position. But yeah, sometimes going into it, you feel kind of, oh, geez, this is, I don't want to do this.
Tough for you.
And sometimes when you see
the same people all the time.
Yeah, and when you feel shitty, and then, but I know that I need to make sure that I'm at that level that I can make everybody else have that good day. And then I feel great afterwards.
And also that hour isn't about you. It's about the people who are there.
Right? So I don't want them to see,
But you're influencing them and making them have a good day.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing.
And everybody else in the gym influences each other. One of the things I love about it, I'm competitive by nature. We've had this conversation before. I'm not at the age now where I can compete with 30-year-olds. But it doesn't matter about that because I'm competing with myself, getting myself stronger. If I was working out on my own, I wouldn't work out as hard.
No.
Yeah, you don't do it.
Because I don't see the people around me that encourage, like with Laurie and
not only that, you would hit your comfort zone and you would stay there.
Exactly.
Right? You wouldn't get uncomfortable.
That's right.
Yeah.
You take longer breaks.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Wouldn't be giving yourself that push that you do when you're there.
So I think attitude and one of the things, because you have a tendency sometimes to be a bit negative.
Oh, no, I don't.
There's a right Pollyanna over there.
No, that would be a fair comment, yeah. But I mean, yeah, like I take a lot of my stuff from you. You're always positive, so if I'm feeling shit, I sometimes turn around, look at Sharon, and I think, life isn't too bad, is it?
Kind of nice.
Things could be worse. Yeah. I could be on Dunville Talks, looking for an injury, willing to travel.
Dunville Talks.
Okay, well.
Fun-loving 65-year-old.
On that note.
Long walks on the beach,
Do you like pina coladas?
Getting caught in the rain. On that note, the big takeaway for me this week is attitude controls everything. It's about how you show up to every aspect of your life, and you are in control of it every step of the way. Peter, your big takeaway?
Yeah, well, I'll keep it nice and simple again. Just try and be positive, and you could always be in a worse situation. So and like living with you makes me that way.
I'm not sure that's a good
Take that as a compliment.
Okay, anybody else have any final thoughts?
Wow, I think Peter summed it up right there.
There you go.
All right, well, it's good night from me.
It's good night for me.
I forgot to say, though,
What?
Podcast thoughtfully produced by The Art of Sound.
By The Art of Sound. Yeah.
And if you have any suggestions, go to the website babetteryou.ca/podcast. Let us know what you want us to talk about and who else you want us to talk with. Because this is Hi, Sabrina. Okay. Thank you, guys. Good night from me again.
Good night from me.
Yay. Good night.